Hi everyone, this is Mindy Egan and welcome back to the My Favorite Things YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to make an underwater shaker card. Shaker cards are so much fun and you really don't even need to add a lot to it for a scene. So I'm going to start off by creating my underwater scene, and to do this today I am using the Distress Spray Stains. This is a really quick and easy way to make a background. I'm using Salvaged Patina, Salty Ocean, and Blueprint Sketch, and I'm spraying this on top of the Distress Heavy Stock cardstock. Once I sprayed that down, I'm going to set that off on the side to dry, and off screen I die cut out the tri-frame cover-up from white cardstock. So first I need to create my window, and to do that I have a piece of acetate that's cut to 4¼ by 5½, which is a little bit larger than this window frame, and I'm lining that frame with 1/16 of an inch of double-sided tape, and I also place that in those middle pieces as well, and then I can place my acetate right on top, and I will trim off any of the excess acetate that's hanging over. Next, we need to create our wells for our shaker. So you can make this a full scene shaker, or you can make it so each individual window is a shaker in itself. I'm going to make a full scene shaker, and to do this, I have these really nice 3D foam strips, and they fit perfectly around this skinny frame. So I am lining up all around that frame, and I'm also putting just a couple pieces in the middle for support. I double layered my foam so that I have enough room for my shaker bits to move around. Then I just grabbed some confetti mix and some sequins from my stash, and I'm adding that to the center of the card. You want to make sure that these are not bunched up, otherwise you're going to have a struggle when you put your frame down. And I also have like these ice cube crystal things that were really cool. So I kind of separated them into their frames so that everything is going to line up and nothing is in my way. And then I'm going to carefully peel back that release paper, and on the sides and on the bottom, I'm only going to remove it part way. I'm going to leave it kind of folded over and sticking out on the side, so that way when everything is placed on the front of the card, I can just pull those and finish securing this down. So you can see I'm just folding that release paper over a little bit so that it's hanging out on the sides. Then I'm going to flip this over, line this up over my background. Now notice too, this is really nice. My background is a little bit bigger than my frame, which I really like. That just kind of helped me when lining this up. So then I can finish removing that release paper and pushing that down so it's really nice and secure, and all of my shaker bits are moving around really nice and they're not escaping on the sides. Now to add just a little bit to my scene, I'm using these images from the stamp set Best Catch Ever, which is a small stamp set, but it's got a couple cute critters in there, and then also some of this seaweed in there. So I have a piece of white cardstock, and I'm stamping these down first in the sour apple, so it's a really nice bright green. And then I'm also going to flip that cardstock and stamp these in field grain. I wanted two different colors just to add contrast, because when things are further back, they're a little bit darker. So hoping to kind of give that visual image of depth in my seaweed. Then for a sentiment, I am using red hot cardstock that I prepped with an anti-static powder tool. I'm inking that up with some clear ink, and I will sprinkle on white embossing powder and then melt that with my heat tool. And off screen, I do trim the sentiment down just a little bit. I'm going to die cut out my images with the coordinating die by holding them in place with low tack tape and running those through my die cut machine. Then I'm going to start adhering these images to the front of my card. So this is on top of that acetate. And I'm just doing that by using my Favorite Things liquid glue and my tweezers, kind of adding them in little groups, making sure that the darker stamped image is in the back to create kind of that visual dimension, or just the look of contrast, I guess. And then adding that lighter color one on top. Now for my sentiment, I'm just going to take a tape runner and add that to the back, and then I can put that towards the top. And I really love that bright red against that blue background. I decided I didn't want that extra blue hanging on the side, so I trimmed that off with my scissors, and I'm adding this to a white card front that measures 4¼ by 5½. So then once that's down, I'm going to give this a good shake, make sure everything is moving around. I love the look of these in the underwater scenes. I think it kind of looks like bubbles. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we'll give shaker cards a try. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again next time.